welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, episode number 724. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. It is Friday, July 2nd, 2021. I'm Will. We got Pat and Mark in the house today. Wes is in Chicago, enjoying a Chicago summer, I think for the first time in his life, which I saw one picture, it looked good.
Apparently it's perfect weather in Chicago today, or yesterday.
I did not get him, although he didn't follow up with me. They were in Austin, my hidden camera glasses. But still, I hope he can film in the Mecca McDonald's up there.
Hopefully so. Yeah, he looks like he's taking a lot of pictures.
I think he's going to get it done. We might hear from him later.
Okay.
Oh, we might. All right. One thing to follow up on real quick. Tyler chimed back in, Mark, on the AC. He said, I wasn't trying to tear you down, brother. It's the easiest part of the change, referring to fixing your AC capacitor.
Right, the capacitor is the easiest part, yeah.
I just had faith in your manly abilities. Also glad to hear I was right in my armchair diagnosis across the state. Tyler is hilarious.
I saw it. I don't have the fucking tool, the dipstick or whatever. Like, I mean, where do you even find that? Or the skill set? Hey, look, does this chest hair look manly? I don't know if you noticed.
Very manly.
When you're front and manly.
Couldn't find a shirt today because it's all in my suitcase because I'm heading to Florida. So.
Oh, wow. YouTube.com/hardfactornews. Check out Mark doing
to report the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's right.
The video's hot today.
You're not gonna be able to monetize this one.
Yeah, no ads.
It's a bit nipply.
Also, shout out to the many listeners in North Carolina, the Raleigh area, because we got a lot of updates from Raleigh that the hunt is over. Animal control nabbed the venomous zebra cobra in North Raleigh neighborhood. It was a glue trap. They just put out some glue and got the cobra.
Classic. Are you saying what's the town in North Carolina you're talking about?
Raleigh, north. I mean, it was a suburb north of Raleigh.
Well, not Raleigh.
Raleigh.
Well,
how are you supposed to say it? I don't care.
We have
is that
actually
Raleigh people? Oh, it's Raleigh.
Well, Pat and Will, did you guys see that a Heart of Hive member just moved out of that neighborhood?
Yes,
but he still gets the HOA emails.
Still gets the emails. We actually there was two listeners who both had the HOA emails.
Do we have the email?
Yeah, he sent us some. I don't know.
Yeah, we got some in the email account. Also, some forwarded.
I don't know if we're prepared for them now, Pat. But
lots of North Carolina.
Yeah.
We could just
Heart of Hivers.
Imagine what it is. It's just snake in all caps with exclamation points.
No, it's like they're sending updates to the neighborhood. That's where I got that screenshot I just showed you guys.
Apparently,
the final update was
like they locked down the town. Police tape everywhere. Beware.
Dude, fuck
yeah.
Lock down that dude.
Yeah.
One of my recurring nightmares is you're in a house and someone's snake is loose. There's nothing worse than it.
Well, a zebra cobra. Come on.
It's bad.
That's bad.
That's fucking bad, dude.
That's really bad.
You gotta be using that excuse for everything. Honey, you need to take the trash out.
What if there's a zebra cobra?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. That's one of your worst nightmares is a loose snake.
It's a reoccurring nightmare I have. Okay, imagine this. You're at your drug dealer's house because those guys are the guys that you know and interact with most often. Snakes
might be named Snake, the drug dealer.
Yeah. They always have snakes, and they'll always tell you why there's a rock on top of the terrarium. Like, oh man, the rock. I'll tell you why I didn't.
He got out. Yeah, I've definitely heard that a lot. Well, he got out this one time.
Yep. They tell you that. I don't know why
they get out.
They're not licking the couch cushions. I don't know why, but
yeah,
dude, you're fucking sitting down on the couch, snaked. It's scary.
Yeah,
it's scary.
A regular snake is pretty scary, but you get over it. But a snake that can kill you with its venom is much scarier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, good for North Carolina. They got rid of the snake.
Yeah.
They got rid of the zebra cobra.
Out there in Raleigh. They really rallied in Raleigh.
They did. Right. Raleigh, sorry. Also, at least they got rid of the snake. Oh, we're gonna hear from Ringo later too, maybe.
Okay.
They got rid of the snake, but Pennsylvania did not. Bill Cosby still comfortably at home.
Oh, the snake is back in Pennsylvania. Yeah. They added a snake.
Back.
Yeah.
Dude, apparently he's talking to a documentary crew.
Great.
Oh yeah, apparently he's going off. He's on one. Bill Cosby. That's what I've heard.
Someone's got to take his nuts.
He is on one.
You have Stephen Colbert said live on air.
It's like OJ
that he should burn in hell. Network TV.
Yeah, well, is he wrong?
No, not at all. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, he's guilty, but he got off. I mean, like, we covered it. Like, look, it was a fucking discrepancy, a legal discrepancy.
Well, can they try him again with one of the other 150
I don't think
women?
so, because they've already kind of ruined that, because the guy was like, I'm not going to bring criminal charges. So, like, once the DA had said that at one point.
Well, maybe a different state.
You know.
I'm sure he did it in other states.
Oh, yeah, he did it in Nevada for sure.
Yeah.
Nevada.
Hard.
I don't know. I don't know all the details.
Talk about a Raleigh rally situation.
I'm hoping he gets charged again.
Nevada.
Put him through it again. He'll fake being sick again. He'll fake being physically sick and mentally not there. Put him through it again. Do the whole show.
No. I mean, strap him up to the Clockwork Orange thing, but it's probably not legal, you know?
Right.
Neither's
whatever.
Drugging.
Yeah, neither's what he did. Right.
Yeah.
That was very illegal. But, you know, he's just he a lot of time has passed since those days, and he's got a lot of money to pay for lawyers. A lot of that Jello money coming in handy for old Bill.
Don't forget about the Fat Albert cash.
Yes, that's true. And the Cosby Show. I mean, he's an American staple.
Don't forget about kids say the darndest things money.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if Superman raped a bunch of women, essentially.
All right. Mark is going to hit us with
That's right.
the top segment today. Pat, what do you got today? What's going on?
I'm taking us all around the globe, baby.
Ooh, international news
all around the globe. Yes,
voicemails and reviews. So
let's get into it. The daily observances. Today, July 2nd, is Freedom from Fear of Speaking Day. So don't be afraid of public speaking or speaking out. I had a big fear of public speaking for many, many years, so I get it. Also, it's I Forgot Day. It's Made in the USA Day, because it's basically Made in the USA week. 4th of July, National Anisette Day. And I had to look this up. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's a liqueur or a liquor that's popular in Spain, and it's basically like absinthe without the wormwood. So wormwood, dangerous or whatever. So it's like the new absinthe. It's not like
diet absinthe.
Yeah, it's like diet absinthe. It's also Special Recreation for the Disabled Day. Nice. World Sports Journalist Day, because they need a day. And then World UFO Day.
Whoa, look at that. UFO Day.
How about that?
Interesting.
How about that? Also, I know go ahead.
So it's fear. Don't fear public speaking, but also I Forgot Day. It seems to be like a good excuse if you did fuck up a speech.
It's the sidecar to the motorcycle that is Don't Fear Public Speaking Day. The sidecar is I Forgot.
Yeah.
So. Also, you know how there's those we've talked about a few times, there's those weeks, tons of weeks or multi-day celebrations. We don't usually do them.
USA.
No, those were all days. But there is one one I would like to do today. It's Picnic Month. So grab yourself some Gulf Crest vodka and get to work, gentlemen. Have yourself a picnic.
Stay
month
low.
in July. Yeah, stay low.
low.
All right, you guys ready for today in history?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you are. 1881, President James A. Garfield was shot by Charles J. Gutoa, probably butchered that, at the Washington Railroad Station. Garfield would later die of complications from that shooting months later in September, and Guteau was hunged, killed him, because he shot a president. Yeah, whoops, Garfield was killed essentially. July 2nd, 1917. The East St. Louis Massacre, which was 3 days total, had possibly its bloodiest day, July 2nd, 1917. Basically, what happened here was factories started hiring black workers, and that did not sit well with the whites in St. Louis back then. So there's conflicting reports on if 2 black men shot and killed 1 or 2 white men. Maybe they were police officers on July 1st, if that occurred, or if it was just a rumor started by the whites so that they could do what happened next, which is not up for debate. And that's they killed hundreds of African Americans brutally in the streets for 3 days in what was described as a manhunt, not a mob, because apparently it was so casually done.
Wow. That's
9 white people died, hundreds.
That's terrifying. Where is that? St. Louis?
St. Louis. So we did the Tulsa, Oklahoma one last month, and then St. Louis.
St. Louis people are going to get mad because I think East St. Louis is a separate city from St. Louis, I think.
Sure. Well, East St. Louis. So this is a dark Dark Day, July 2nd, if you haven't got the theme. Always darkest before the dawn, which of course is July 4th, right? Next up, 1937, Amelia Earhart and navigator Fred Noonan disappeared over the Pacific Ocean while attempting to make the first round-the-world flight
Atlantic
along the equator.
Right.
They did.
but they did the Atlantic, so...
All around the world, statues crumble for me. She died. Looking back on it, that seemed pretty foolish, huh? I guess they weren't ready for that type of trip.
I mean, she had big dreams.
I did some Amelia digging recently. Right. So this is kind of messed up. They were trying to land on a speck of land between, I think, Australia and wherever else. It was like the only possible refueling point. So they had to nail it. And I guess they got off course. Now, someone found some bones that they think belonged to a female in the area of where she went down, and the guy threw them away, so they can't be tested. And also, there are reports of people hearing radio wave communications from people that could have been Earhart. A ton of them. So this is like stuff that wasn't taught to us when we heard Amelia Earhart disappeared, but there's a lot more to the story.
Why would you want to hear that? It sounds to me like
she died a horrible death, gruesome.
Yeah, slowly.
Gruesome
Yeah, she ate her first mate. It sounds to me kind of like trip to Mars vibes now, if you ask me. They weren't ready for Round the World in 1937. I don't think we're ready for Mars now. Oh wait, here's a good one. In 1961, Ernest Hemingway. Nope. Never mind. Let's skip that.
Pow.
Yeah. Oh, was that the date? July 2nd? Wow. This is a dark day.
You know what he did give us though, Mark?
Yeah. What's that?
He gave us the 5-toed cat. Or the 6-toed cat, I'm sorry. 6-toed cat.
And he taught us about Key West.
The Key West cat. That's where it's called a Hemingway cat, I think.
He told us Key West was cool, but then he did that on July 2nd. But in 1962.
Right? Is that where he did it?
I hope not. But probably. Yeah. No, it was in Oklahoma, I think. No, it was not in Key West. But in 1962, on July 2nd, the first Walmart was open. So, I mean, that's a pretty good store. Some mom and pops might not agree, but I have fond memories of the $5 DVD rack. Did Stan and Fran's video have a $5 rack? No.
So
that's why they got out of business.
Also, you can't go like people watching at Stan and Fran's. It's
as good as normal folk. At Walmart. Yeah. Right. Don't have a lot of births or weddings in Santa France. Okay, here we go. 1964, July 2nd, President Lyndon B. Johnson signs into law a sweeping civil rights bill passed by Congress that did things like ended segregation in public places and banned employment discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. That's a good one. Score one for July 2nd. Boom. Then there was the Menendez brothers. Now we can skip that one.
How?
We can skip that one.
Lyle. Yeah, that guy, they sunk the name Lyle. Like the name Lyle has probably plummeted in terms of popularity since Lyle Menendez.
Yeah, that wasn't good. They got sentenced to life on July 2nd, sometime in the 90s or whatever. Okay, here we go. Ending this day in history on a high note. July 2nd, 2018, rescue divers, one of which may have been a pedophile, found 12 Thai boys from a soccer team that were led into a cave that flooded by their 20-year-old idiot coach a week before. So they found him on July 2nd.
They found him. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much when we started. That was our first big story on Hard
Factor. Well, remember June 18th was our first show.
So they were lost a week into our show. The first, like 1 week after we started, they got lost.
The immediate
and then a week later, they were found.
Watch. Yeah, we did cave watch for 8 days, I believe. 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, I got a cat fact for you, or a cat trivia for you.
Hell yeah!
Okay,
bring it on.
Normal cats have how many total toes? Normal cats have how many total toes?
Is this a trick question? I would say 16. No. Maybe they don't have toes.
No, it's not a trick question.
18. 16. Okay,
normal 18. Cats have 18. Polydactyl cats, the Hemingway
20.
Cat,
they're more than
up to 28 toes, bro.
Yeah,
it's fucked up.
How does 18 work?
My first cat was a polydactyl. She had a pinky that hung off, and it was like, it's gonna rip off. It was barely there.
Cats have 4 on one paw and 5 on the other. That's weird.
Yeah, they have 5 toes on each forepaw and 4 toes on each hind paw.
I didn't even know that. Never counted my cat's toes.
Yeah, me either. All right, good fact.
Where do you find the time?
Where do you find the time? So that's
in
my house.
I could have done it at one point.
In my house, that's 18 times 5. That's 90 toes. If I did the math right.
You got going 90 toes. You know what I mean?
90 toes over here.
You might have
All
a polydactyl.
No, I don't. Not with these cats. It's time for the cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
That's right.
Yeah.
First up, honorable mention, sports. The Phoenix Suns in 6, baby. The Phoenix Suns are the first team in the NBA Finals, and they await the winner of the Atlanta Hawks and Milwaukee Bucks, who are playing Game 5 of their 2-2 series as we record without their stars, respectively. But let's be honest, it's the Suns' year. The last time the Suns made the finals was with Sir Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, and Thunder Dan Marley back in 1993 when they lost to peak Michael Jordan and the Bulls.
And they spanked the shit out of the Clippers. Holy shit.
Oh, they beat them by like 1,000,000 points last night.
I
need you guys to distract. I need you guys to distract for a few seconds because I have to add a very important picture to the show. So
okay.
Keep talking about that loss.
Well, I'm looking up the scores right now. So the Suns absolutely destroyed the Clippers last night. Also,
now you're giving day-old scores on the show.
What? Also, hold on. Also, the Islanders are up 2-0 on the Canadiens. I don't know if Mark was going to get to that one, but
here we go.
The Lightning,
yeah, we'll talk about that. Here we go. Here's what I wanted to show. Here is Lil Wayne looking like a witch hugging Chris Paul after the Suns' dominant win. Here we go. There he is. Look at that hair. What is going on with Lil Wayne?
Has he got like a pompadour, a blonde?
It's like a blonde.
It's like a wig that a British judge would wear.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, but he was hugging Chris Paul and they were pumped. Anyways, in other sports news, we will get to some of that stuff. The Euros final 8, down to the final 8. They play today and tomorrow. Italy versus Belgium, and quite possibly the sexiest matchup ever today. Also, Switzerland versus Spain today, and Saturday is the Czech Republic versus Denmark. Who cares? And Ukraine versus England. Who cares?
Right. I feel like the winner comes from Belgium versus Italy, right? Like
you would think. Spain. Well, that side has got the 3 best teams. It's Spain, Belgium, and Italy, I think, are all better than the other 5 teams. England's in that caliber. They should definitely beat Ukraine and get to the finals. But yeah, England has the easiest path. Also today, as Will mentioned, the Lightning smashed the Canadiens at some point today. Not really sure why they're even still playing that series. Tampa Bay is about to be celebrating another championship while I'm in town. Ooh. And that's it for sports. Got a 4-pack of coffee for you today. Number 4 is Meghan McCain. Meghan McCain is trending because she's leaving the View, guys, and I say who cares. That's number 4. Done. Number 3, who cares about the fucking View and Meghan McCain? Number 3 is
hold on. Let me ask him real quick.
She's leaving the View.
She's leaving the View.
I know that she was supposed to be like the conservative point of view.
I thought she already left the View.
Well, but like there was news 2 days ago that she essentially, I forget what it was.
It's going to be a blow to the show because the View's got a lot of terrible people on there.
That's
not that Meghan McCain is like a star. I'm just saying like the View is like obviously on hard times, and it's going to get even harder with one of the hosts leaving. Like it's just the View. Like from what I can understand, the View just seems like it sucks, and people are disappointed in it.
That's why I was ready to move on to number 3. It was big. Who cares for me?
Pat, what do you think though? Are you still in on the View?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm a committed viewer. Whoever's on.
No, there's got to be a name. The Viewists.
It's the viewpoint that I come for, not the host.
A lot of views. Number 3 is GETTR. GETTR. You guys hear about this? It's a new social media platform from Team Trump called GETTR. It was announced on Thursday and is launching on Sunday. Jason Miller, former spokesman for Trump, is heading it. And here's an actual picture of Jason Miller.
Yeah. I think he's a child support dodger too. I don't know. Hold on.
Look at this guy. This is what this guy looks like.
I'd read an article about that.
So how could this fail, right?
Who fucks a guy with that kind of goatee? Unless you're like Jeff Bagwell. Like who fucks that guy?
Some people, because I think he has child support cases that he actively avoids.
He's got money.
Again,
he's not paying
that's alleged. I think I had read that.
Well, he's heading this GETTR thing. I'm sure it'll be full of positive thoughts and opinions only. The mission statement for the platform is, quote, fighting cancel culture, promoting common sense, defending free speech, challenging social media monopolies, and creating a true marketplace of ideas. And it goes on to say, we're not really that into politics, to be honest. that classic thing that people that are way too
Right,
politics
yeah.
say.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
That's
what
the
you hear.
classic line. Yeah,
Right
I'm not
before
really,
you get
I'm not even
pitched.
really that into politics.
Right.
Okay.
But would you
Guy on
want to
social media
join
that's
the
obsessed with politics.
party?
Yeah. No one's even sure if Trump's going to be on this thing, though. A person involved with the app had this to say: the former president is going to make his own decision. It's certainly there and ready for him. Should he make the decision, we would welcome that. There is an account reserved for him. And they're really thirsty for him to join, but they don't know if he's going to. Apparently, Trump is still thinking about doing his own different social media platform, even from GETTR. Are you guys going to be a couple of GETTR boys? You're going to get her an account? Or
I mean, I think I got a Parlor account. This seems like Parlor, and that seemed.
It does. I think it's just better tech. I think it's like slightly better tech. Yeah, the
Parlor horrible.
The UI looks much better than Parlor.
Okay.
I mean, why would you name your social media platform like the same thing that Trump yells when a lady is trying to escape his apartment?
Get her.
Yeah. This guy Jason, he was the guy that was talking about the desk of Donald Trump. And he was the guy that was like, no, don't. It's not a social media platform, so don't make fun of me saying it's a social media platform because we have one on the way.
Jason Miller's hilarious. By the way, Jason Miller did
not a great
pick. Like he hid income to mislead the child support court. So
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Will. Number 2 is Princess Diana. On Thursday, a statue was unveiled of her by her 2 feuding sons, the one that is going to be king soon and the one that married a half-black American whose child will never be a prince, according to racist Prince Charles. Here's the picture of the statue. There it is. There it is. It's the bald one and the redhead there, and she's in the middle, pretending to play nice, those two. The statue of the Princess of Wales is in the sunken garden of Kensington Palace, and it would have been her 60th birthday yesterday, but she was killed by the paparazzi. You guys remember that? Hard for her to celebrate because she's dead. So
yeah.
So,
I mean, with the brothers though, like one of them becomes the king of England. I mean, I feel like Harry will really probably like William definitely wins this in the long game.
I'm just glad Charles. I'm glad Charles never got to be king. They were telling him his whole life he's going to be king.
Awesome. I love that.
So awesome.
Does the king of England beat the guy who lives in California?
Will, would you rather
child's books in Malibu?
Yeah, King of England's better than King of England's way better than that.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude. It's awesome. Living in a museum in King of England's England,
cool.
Dude. He's gonna be the king.
He's the king of England.
Is like some child book artist in. Like no, I mean it's clearly William wins.
What they did to Meghan and Harry's child is ridiculous, but King of England's way better.
Yeah, I mean he's playing the long game. He's not concerned about any of this.
No, Charles.
I saw the stupidest headline of all time today.
What was that?
What would Princess Di be wearing if she was alive today?
It would be stunning, I'm sure.
Get some new shit, dude.
Yeah, she's always going to trend. Everyone loved her. All right, before we get to the number one trend, let's play a game. Do you guys know what the number 1 search song of 2017 was?
2017.
2017.
Despacito.
Yeah, Despacito sounds right, but
all right, you guys both got it. All right, number 1 trend, number 1 cup of coffee. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say that we're calling it the cup of coffee because these are trends that are, it's aptly named because these are trends that are trending now, but they're probably going to go away pretty quickly. So I hope they enjoy their cup of coffee in the big time. Number 1 trend is it's hurricane season again, guys. And Tropical Storm Elsa is here. So this tropical storm is named after the character from Frozen, which is fun, but it's probably going to traumatize millions of children when it destroys houses.
Yeah, it's
Why is Elsa doing it?
You're gonna be singing about your property deed.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Yep. So that's not a great choice of name for the first storm, right? Also, guess what?
She's singing about the roof.
Yeah, let
or
it
your
go.
grandmother.
Or your grandmother's hand as she floats away to her death. Let her go. Yeah. It also might ruin my fucking trip to Florida because it's supposed to enter the Gulf side, specifically like Tampa, on Tuesday as a hurricane. It would be the first hurricane of the Atlantic Ocean. It's the 5th tropical storm, but it's very likely going to be a hurricane. And as of now, the path is right up the Gulf's cunt.
Oh, and right into Tampa. Oh,
yeah. No. It's looking like a 2 now. Hopefully, it doesn't get higher because
you're at least going to get wet. Oof.
Yeah. That was guess who was going to the beach Tuesday and Wednesday? I was.
Yeah.
Good thing. Better stay out of Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's not well. It could, I guess.
It would have to go a lot.
Over Florida.
It would have to go a lot
over
different.
And goes back over. But Mark, though, are you going to still? Because Florida doesn't have very big waves. So, but if there's a hurricane coming, maybe the waves are a little bit bigger. You can get a little bit of a sweeter, body surf going.
Do you think I'm going to go out in the hurricane?
I hope.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes. The answer is yes.
Good. Yeah. All right.
Yes. I'll be out in the bigger waves for sure. That's going to do it for the Cup of Coffee in the Big Time. And it was brought to us by Freshly. Are you guys stressed, tired, overworked, busy all day? You probably don't feel like cooking if you're like me. No thanks. Instead, I need food that's fast, but that doesn't mean it has to be fast food. Freshly offers quality meals without the hard work of prepping, cooking, and cleaning. Freshly offers chef-made, nutrient-packed, delicious meals delivered fresh to your door. No cooking required. Grocery shopping and cooking is a pain in the ass, especially right now. And with Freshly, you don't have to. Your meals arrive cooked and fresh every week, so you keep your fridge stocked and skip the trip to the store. Ordering is super easy. Visit freshly.com and choose from over 30 delicious, satisfying, better-for-you meals like steak peppercorn, sausage-baked penne, or the chicken pesto bowl, or my new favorite, the golden oven-fried chicken and mash.
Ooh,
Come on.
Very
And
good.
now our listeners can try Freshly for just $6.16 per meal. That's ridiculous. Stop searching the internet for healthy food near me every night and start living life freshly. Your meals are always delivered fresh, never frozen, and are ready to heat and enjoy in just 3 minutes. That's fucking dummy proof. It's amazing. With new meals added each week, Freshly brings the convenience of chef-made, nutritionist designed classics right to your kitchen. Right now, Freshly is offering our listeners $40 off your first 2 orders when you go to freshly.com/hard factor. Stop stressing about dinner. Go to freshly.com/hard factor for $40 off your first 2 orders. That's freshly.com/hard factor to get that $40 off those first 2 orders. Do it.
Hell yeah. Well, let's do the Tik Tok International Moment, guys.
Let's do it.
It's fucking awesome. Before we do it, I want to say one thing.
What's up?
That asshole Vlad from Robinhood is getting his phone seized and shit. And he is getting investigated a big time. So we'll bring you up to speed on that on Monday.
Oh, yeah, we didn't cover Robinhood.
The following week came.
Right.
Well, we'll know a lot
They are
more.
being investigated.
It's
because
early
they are a
days
bunch
right
of
now.
crooks.
Well, they were also fined $70 million, right?
Yes, they were.
It was
And
like
they
the
also
second largest. Yeah.
They said, but this is good, not if you're a Doge holder, because sorry to all crypto holders right now. But weather the storm. They said that 34% of their income of quarter one of this year from crypto is Doge. So they were just like killing it on Doge. Fuck those Robinhood guys.
They were also freezing trading on Doge at some point.
Yeah, Vlad's phone got taken by the
That
Fed.
seems bad if 34% of their income was on one of the coins they were manipulating.
And also, yeah, they were definitely manipulating it because they were like forcing stop trading, and that's crypto. It shouldn't be stopped.
Well,
No,
the feds are making them pay $70 million. I mean, they're fucked.
The SEC is, but yeah, that is interesting. Like if you sit and wonder, like, how did Doge blow up, right? With all these new coins that are launching, right? And they're all launching in the shadow of Doge because Doge.
Well, but it was Robinhood.
Exactly, because there was a marketplace, because there was a legitimate business that had an interest
That
in
had
driving
Doge.
traffic. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Anyway, crazy, man. Okay, Tik Tok International Moment. Here's the deal. International folks love TikTok. They're crazy about it. Nuts. And, it's owned by China, TikTok is. So I don't know how well this first story is going to do, but that's okay. We'll try it out. Normally, we're nice to China, but I just can't do that today. Can't do that.
We actually didn't even do it yesterday, but okay, yeah. I mean, it's hard.
We've been slipping a little bit. It's tough.
Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, we apologize, CCP. But
Yeah, we haven't hit a home run in a while too. I wonder why, because they're fucking throttling us. But we might hit a home run today.
Pretty sure.
Follow us on TikTok if you haven't at Hard Factor News. All right, Xi Jinping gave a rousing speech on Thursday celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Communist Party. And he embraced the United States anti-bullying movement of recent years, declaring that any country that tries to bully China will, quote, face broken heads and bloodshed.
Bullying us right back.
Right. And those who try and block
we'll fucking
China's...
kill you if you bully us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And those who try to block China's ascent will, quote, hit a great wall of steel. So he was fired the fuck up, guys. Xi went on to say, quote, the Chinese people will never allow foreign forces to bully, oppress, or enslave us, adding, "We've got that covered in house," which was met with a raucous applause from a crowd of more than 10,000 people and between 2,700 and 3,400 ghosts at Tiananmen Square.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Pat, I don't think they're going to like that one on TikTok.
Well,
but
I
it's
mean,
true.
I didn't see any.
You got that? That's how many people got killed at Tiananmen Square.
We got it.
Very clear.
What's that? You nailed
anniversary
them.
of that?
Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, a few weeks ago. Actually.
89. Yeah, 1989.
Yeah.
Assholes. I almost, you know what I almost said was
That's a crazy video watching the guy get run over by the
Well,
tank.
they don't even know how many people died. It could be more than that.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah, that was the some people said up to 10,000. There were, I think there were like around 10,000 in Tiananmen Square for the Xi speech. So like ghosts, all said and done, conservatively, it was 15,000 souls.
Huge attendance, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, guys, this is a fun one. Turkey officially withdrew on Thursday from an international treaty to prevent violence against women. Don't need it. Yeah, guys, the treaty was initially signed back in 2011 at the Istanbul Convention and committed its signatories to prevent and prosecute violence against women and domestic abuse. So, good idea.
Laugh at that.
It's a good. I mean, no, it is a good idea.
I look like a Turkish guy minus the hat.
You do.
They love being shirtless.
Oh, they love that. They love other stuff too.
They love beating women and being shirtless in Turkey.
Yeah, President Erdogan stood by his decision to withdraw from the treaty amidst criticism and countrywide protests. And when Erdogan heard about the mostly female protesters mobilizing, he said with a smile, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
Yeah.
Oh no,
no.
Yeah, not
get
good.
them, shirtless boys.
Not good. This is probably the wrong time for you to protest. Conservative
shirtless Turkish.
Oh, there's not a shirt amongst them.
They don't even sell men's shirts over there.
All right, guys. Conservatives in Erdogan's Islamist-rooted AK party say the pact undermines the family structures that protect their society, going on to say, "How can I be the king of my house if I cannot beat my subjects?"
Right. That's the problem, right? Is that like, they in Turkey, they're saying like the man's got to rule with an iron fist. The household
Exactly.
is my guess. Yeah.
Well, there's that, Will. And then the other reason that Erdogan's party forced Turkey to take sorry, let me try that again. The other reason Erdogan's party forced Turkey to take a giant leap backwards to almost Syria is because the law also protects discrimination based on sexual orientation, and that means they can't lynch gays. And if there's one thing conservative Islamists in Turkey like to do on days that end in a Y,
lynch.
It's the hurt the gays stuff.
Yeah, no, that's literally this anti-women battering law. It's a gray area, but it's impeding on our gay killing.
Did you guys see Poland, the country best known for making fun of their intelligence, is also huge into anti-gay stuff right now, and the European Union's crushing down on them because they're like being ridiculous. In Turkey they have an expression. It's kind of like the opposite of ours. It's not who wears the pants. It's the same meaning, but it's who doesn't wear the shirt in the relationship.
Yeah, and it's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, because you're staring at it.
Did you guys see that Netflix documentary hating Peter Thiel? No, Thiel is the guy who did PayPal.
That's the California guy.
He was the gay rights activist from the 1960s and 70s. I forget.
The guy they made. Oh no,
I'll look it up. But dude,
Peter Thiel is gay. Remember, Gawker exposed that, and that was the whole thing. Yeah.
But this guy's a gay rights activist. Anyway, this guy's got balls of fucking steel. He goes to Russia and protests pride in Russia, or he demonstrated pride.
So does our guy Yuri. Yuri got beat up and they broke his nose because he was dressed as a woman, or dressed in like a woman's clothes, and he was promoting gay rights, and they beat him up.
We gotta catch up with him. He said some things recently.
Peter Tatchell, hating Peter Tatchell. Great doc if you want to check it out.
We'll get Yuri back after the break. We'll get Yuri back.
Finally, guys, major news in foreign aviation. In an God, I'm sorry. All right. The Lebanese army has been struggling financially big time. And in an effort to bring in some extra cash, they have resorted to the military equivalent of a lemonade sale, offering 15-minute helicopter rides in their R-44 Raven choppers for the low cost of $150. Yeah, they're giving
that's awesome.
rides. It's pretty good. Yeah, much like
you think that's a good deal? I guess it is. 150 for 15 minutes in a helicopter.
it's okay for everyone but the Lebanese, but we'll get to that.
They have
shortly.
great views.
Oh, awesome views, bro.
Yeah, they have really good views.
Mhm.
Their Lebanese food is delicious.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
It looks like
They
Greece.
fly
over
you,
there.
if they fly you to somewhere to get gyro, maybe,
Gyro? Gyro, yeah.
Drop me by the couscous. Because much like In-N-Out Burger, there are off-menu items available as well. For $2,000, you can get their version of Animal Style and fire a missile in the direction of Israel.
No way.
No way.
That's great.
No,
I
that's
mean,
a
like,
joke.
well, I mean, it's tough for Israel.
That's more than $150.
There's $2,000. Go on, push the button.
Okay.
Push the button.
But if you could pay $25,000 to fire a missile, would you do it? If you could
Not
see
if
the
it was
missile
not if it was going to
explode-
kill someone.
No,
Oh.
not if it's going to kill
Yeah.
somebody. But watch this. Think about this. If it like they fired a flare from another plane, and you got to watch the missile explode on the flare, like it just right in front of the helicopter where you fired.
I'd like to
it from.
blow up like an old boat with no on it, stuff
Be
like that.
badass.
Yeah, shoot down some boats.
Or
Yeah.
a bridge like fucking
An old
Cameron
bridge.
did in
Yeah.
True Lies. They blew up that old Miami bridge. That's
That
what
would be
luck is
cool.
that?
That
What-
would be cool.
What kind of
It was
king
already-
shit is
It
that?
was already going to be
Demolition is sweet.
decommissioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Demolition is sweet.
I mean, not firing on the Israelis. Like, don't fire on each
No,
other.
no.
right? Yeah,
This is
but
planned demolition with
demolition-
no humans
pretty
because
fun.
the buildings and stuff are
Right.
bad. Yeah.
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 The only person at risk is Arnold. All right, guys. The Lebanese military's hopes
Do
are
it.
high.
Do it nice and slow. Do it.
True, that's a
Sorry.
great movie. The Lebanese military's hopes are high, but selling $150 helicopter rides in a country with an average monthly income of $1,000 is pretty much a multi-level marketing scheme and has about the same odds of succeeding financially. So we shall see, guys. And in an unorthodox move, the forever neutral country of Switzerland has decided to purchase dozens of F-35A fighter jets from the U.S. to patrol an airspace that the jets can cover in less than 10 minutes. When asked about why the country decided to bolster their military, specifically a military that hasn't fought a war in 200 years, an official said, quote, "It's time for the world to stop comparing our military to our cheese."
Oh,
I like it. The holes.
Swiss, very full of holes. Yeah,
I thought about that joke for like that was the best I can come up with.
no, it's good. It's great, fantastic joke.
It was okay. It wasn't that good.
The
Well,
Swiss, though.
what are you going to
like,
do besides their cheese? What else?
I
Do we
know.
know
Right.
about, what else do
I
we
can
know about
see
the
wh-
Swiss?
I could see
It's
why you were
expensive
struggling
to live there.
Cocoa?
Right.
They do illegal banking for international drug dealers. What do you, like? That's all I got.
right.
Banking,
Yeah.
chocolates,
Also,
maybe.
Also, like, what? Like, does anybody care if the Swiss gets the military?
No one cares. It's
No.
just interesting
Yeah.
because they're spending like $12 billion on it, and effectively, it's why? I think
mean-
they're doing it because they think it's cool.
Right.
I heard Switzerland makes like living in Manhattan look like it's living in like
Look,
Detroit.
you could Swiss chocolate's great.
Cost-wise.
Swiss cheese is great. I mean, they got a lot of good things. I think Pat's right. They just got a lot too much money, and they're like, "Well, we need to buy some jets now." And some
You need to be making like $1 million a year to live in a hut in Switzerland.
Easily in Zurich, dude. Come
Yeah.
on.
yeah. Nice.
Well, that's the Tik Tok International Moment. Follow us on TikTok at Hard Factor News.
There you go.
Mhm.
Those tall, rich bastards.
Indeed. Smash that follow button. All right, let's move on to voicemails and reviews, which were brought to us today, as they always are, over this hashtag Fat Boy Summer, by the world's best shorts, Bird Dogs. They're shorts with a built-in silky soft inner liner that makes underwear obsolete. So comfortable, so convenient. And on a weekend like the 4th of July, it's the only outfit choice for my bottom half that I would even consider. I honestly can't even think of another bottom that I would put on to my bottom half.
I've got 2
besides
pairs
Bird
of bird dogs in the suitcase right now for Florida, and we're going to be throwing that whistle ball all over the goddamn hurricane.
You're probably not going to wear anything else below
Through the hurricane.
besides those. straight through it.
Yeah.
They stole Lululemon's designer, and now they're just doing it better. Every dude needs a pair of bird dogs. Did bird dogs do it again, or did bird dogs do it again? They did. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball so you can throw it through the hurricane just like Mark.
Hell yeah.
Vortex.
This goes so far.
Oh,
yes.
Extremely far. Yeah, of course you do. That whistle when you throw them, yeah, that's the Bird Dogs. They threw the logo on that. Genius. Birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off, I promise you. All right, time for 5-star reviews and voicemails. Now, first up is 5-star reviews. Remember, you can leave us a 5-star review on Apple iTunes, right? Is that how it is? Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcast, yeah.
Apparently, the new app is terrible.
They got rid of it. It's like Apple Music now. Even they keep changing their shit, but Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
This is where you can leave us the 5-star reviews. We are so close to 4,000 Apple Podcasts, and it's just so right there. And we have a few more this week, but keep pushing it. Please leave a review if you can. So close to 4K, so close. Okay, first one. It's from PodGod 12345, 5 stars. He says, I dig the show. I heard about you guys from the Kirk Minihane show. Daily listener now. What's up, Stoltz? So
nice.
Stoltz, what's up from PodGod? And thanks, Minihane. Thank you for tossing us a listener.
Not the
also,
first time.
Shout out Steve. Yeah, no, I think we haven't had Kirk on, but we had Steve on.
I don't think Steve's at the show anymore.
Oh, really?
No, he's not, but Steve was our guy. And then I also saw one that said Blind Mike shouted us out.
Yeah, he said we were on the podcast.
Yeah. And he is on the show.
Minihane producers, thank you very much, boys. Thank you for listening. All right, next one. 5 stars. J Duquette 13 says, eating trees. How long would it take you to eat a 50-foot maple tree? HAGFD.
Amazing.
Yeah, great question. I don't know how fast could you eat a piece of wood in general?
I think you'd choke, right? Like
long
the chips.
Time. You'd have to really grind it up.
You'd have to like saute it. You'd have to like
years.
You couldn't eat the chips. Yeah, years.
This is a year long. This is
maybe
years
maybe 10 years.
Maybe longer. Yeah. I mean, a 50-foot tree is huge. And you're talking about all the branches on it. Maybe not even a lifetime. Could you mix in
maybe
that
100 years
tree pulp?
Yeah.
Well, like your food.
You'd have to get creative with it.
It's probably, is a maple tree thick? How thick is a maple
50
tree?
feet tall, man. It's thick.
So like what's the circumference of it?
At least like
that big. So like probably like 2 feet, 3 feet around.
Yeah. 50 feet tall.
So you'd have to multiply 50 by
branches.
3, right? So it's like
the square footage.
It's insane. You don't even want to think about it. It's like an entire.
I don't know. Is it safe to eat wood?
Facility full of.
You have to eat it slowly. It's like it's like
Very
eating the
slowly.
flooring of a studio apartment. How long is that going to take?
What if you like
long time?
What's the thing that like
years? I think
chops up vegetables. What's it called? A KitchenAid
juicer?
No, but like
Food
a
processor?
Food processor.
Food processor.
What if you had like a really good food processor and you could like liquefy the wood?
Well, I don't know if you can liquefy it, but
you
could get it to dust. You could get sawdust as a thing.
Sawdust. See that? I feel like that would fuck your lungs up real bad, though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put it in your food, all of it.
You'd have to commit to a certain portion per day or per week. You know that isn't going to get you sick, and that it will allow you to still have a bowel movement.
No human would be able to do it.
If you could do it,
they would die.
How many years? If you could do it,
if you could do it, I'm thinking now 25 years with a food processor type thing.
Okay, Pat, what do you got?
I could do it in 22.
22 years. I'm going 50. I think it's still a little bit longer than that because it's a 50-foot tree.
A year a foot.
A year.
Okay.
You're a foot a year for me. All right. Great question.
Great
Thank you, Jay Duquette. All right.
That's like an interview question.
I mean, yeah, it is, but it's well thought out.
I'm not hiring anyone. I'm not hiring anyone that doesn't put 5 minutes of thought into that.
From a company you don't want to work for, man.
No, I'm interested after that question. I'm interested. All right, next one is from Baller Soft A N-word 69. He says, my favorite podcast. This is a great daily pod. These dudes are hilarious. Would highly recommend. The show has only gotten better since I started listening to it a year ago. He missed the A. GFD.
HAGFD. Yeah.
Yes.
That's have good fucking day. He's European. Have good fucking day.
Yes. Aggressive name. Thank you for the 5-star review.
Yeah.
No, next one. Stu 1221212122211 says y'all should do more interviews. I agree, Stu. We should do more interviews. And he also says none of you guys wear a watch. Big mistake. What's that, Stu? Check it out. I got a watch and a pinky ring for you today. Look at that, Stu.
I'm not even wearing a shirt, Stu.
Now I want my pinky ring.
Yeah, grab it, get it on. You got to get it's pinky ring season. But yeah, Stu, thank you for that.
Check out my pinky ring for eating dips. It's a Kraken.
Oh wow,
it's a Kraken. You can rotate.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we should do some more interviews too. We definitely have fallen off on that. We will try to refocus on interviews after the break. That is,
I 100% agree. I love doing interviews, and we just need to.
We
don't have a booker, but
like,
no excuse.
Here's the thing that happens is like we just like it's like all good intentions. We keep like getting in touch with people we're supposed to interview, and they're like, yeah, baby, and then we just never really go through with it, and then we have to do.
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna do it. Okay?
Second half of the year.
Focused on. Okay, come on, guys.
Well,
we got it.
I think what really happened is Will and I had children, and then that spread the workload out thinner.
Guys,
but that's getting easier. So.
Yeah, no one needs to take any blame for anything. We had a hell of a half year, and we're gonna have an even better one next half.
It's on my balls and his balls.
All right, that's what it is. Our balls will get us more interviews in the second half of the year. Let's do it.
There you go.
Next one. It's from SATC 446. They say most electric opening of any podcast. That intro gets me moving before my god awful job, and that's what we're trying to do. It's only.
I want to know what the job is. I want to know. I feel for folks out there with god awful jobs. It's the fucking worst. Waking up and going to do a god awful job.
We've all worked them. We've all worked them on this show.
I think a big part of us doing this is to help people on their commutes to those god awful jobs,
or while you're sitting there, maybe you're sitting there right now, and you're like, we can
definitely empathize. Is it?
No, you're correct.
We can empathize with you
because we can feel it. Well, and if you're sitting at your desk at a god awful job right now, I want to speak directly to you. It's Friday, okay? So do something for you. Between now and the end of the well, don't do that. That's more of a home thing.
But you could take some buttons down at work, though. Don't worry, you won't look weird. Just
pop it off in the car. Pop it off in the car before you drive home. Pop it off.
Pat, what were you saying? Besides,
what I was going to say is between now and the end of the day, pick something out you like and steal it.
Oh, from the office.
Take it home with you.
I mean, I was even like it in office though.
You know what? He's right though. Like in my life, I maybe shoplifted once, but I was a big time klepto at offices. I was taking pens.
But like, what do you take? What do you like from
pens? Notebooks.
What do you need?
Whatever they got. Computer paper.
Feels good.
Take it. It feels good. Staples.
Okay. Do it. I don't. Okay.
Take some office supplies.
I'm with it. As long as it makes you feel good, I'm with it. I just don't understand.
They don't care as long as it's not like a printer.
All right.
Sexually gratifying.
Do it. It's sexually gratifying.
Nice.
You heard it here first. It's sexually gratifying. Do it today.
You need a highlighter? Take it.
That'll really turn you on.
On the weekends, I used to be like, what can I highlight?
I can highlight everything now.
What color you want?
That's what I'm getting. I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody needs any office supplies.
No, you don't.
All right. Next one. 5 stars from X Nola 2003. Nice. Nola. Fun show. Keep up the fun, guys. Yeah. Thank you, X Nola. We'll do.
Hell yeah.
In fact, we were if you patreon.com/hard factor, you listen to Florida Man Friday, the end show, the end song, because we can still do songs on Patreon behind a paywall. It's about keeping the fun going, and it's a Pantera song. And that's all I'm gonna give up. So
texting my wife right now to bring me a cold beverage to keep the fun going.
Beverage time. Cold fun. All right, last one. Last 5-star review of the week is from Sal2776. He says, this podcast is a treat. Oh, damn right, Sal. If I like Hard Factor, and you know I do, I would recommend it to everyone who loves powerhouse content and living the fat boy summer lifestyle all year round. This is my gym podcast of choice, and I just got under 3 bills for the first time in years.
Yes.
Nice work, Sal. Nice
Fuck
work.
yes.
Fat boy mentality remains, though. Anyone who reads this, have a great fucking day. From your man, Sal.
Hell yeah, Sal.
What a
Hell
beast
yeah,
Sal is.
Sal. Dude, just keep making progress, bro. Keep making progress. It's about feeling good. It's about you.
Oh, yeah.
Sal
inspiration.
gets it. Sal
does get it. Sal sounds like he's going to have a great weekend after treating himself like a king all week. Nice work, Sal. All
it's
right,
about hurting yourself and then healing yourself. That's what Fat Boy Summer's about, really.
That's true. Equal parts hurt and heal.
Take it to the limit, then sit a couple plays out.
Then really take it easy.
Oh, man. Let's get over to the voicemails. We got a lot of good ones today. It's a baker's dozen. Well, it's a dozen voicemails, and it's became.
So that's a dozen. That's not baker's dozen.
No, it became a baker's dozen, though. You'll hear why in just a minute. So here's number 1.
Good job, buddy.
Did your friends get it?
Yeah, I think so. Boys, Dan from Chicago. This whole Fat Boy Summer thing, I mean, it's a good idea and everything. I'm just having trouble with the whole, the first rule is shirts are optional. Having a hard time with that. Not because of my weight necessarily, but because the scar that I have in my abdomen. The scar that I got from donating my kidney to my wife, Wes.
So Dan from Chicago has a real cute kid, and he saved his wife's life by giving her his kidney, and he just wanted Wes to know that. Oh man,
rule number 1 is tough for him because he's a hero. That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dan, for calling in. That was one of my favorite voicemails I've ever heard. So send it over to Wes. Pat's suggestion.
Before we do, let me just say, Dan, be proud of that scar, buddy. That's it's fucking mysterious when someone sees that you have this is the whole thing. We've been championing scars on this show forever, and we've told the story about our friend that got stabbed twice that was embarrassed about it like an idiot. If you have a sick scar, dude, people want to talk to you.
Yeah, but here's the problem. So
I think Dan was being coy. I think he shows off the scar. He's just getting it.
Yes, but also here's the problem with showing off that scar. Dan, great guy. You can tell, great kid, great wife, probably. He loves his wife very much. Hence, he saved her life. You take off that shirt and you explain that scar to any woman, and you're gonna need a mop. You're gonna need a mop, and everyone's gonna want to bang you. So probably leave the shirt on.
Oh my God. If you're telling that story with your sounds like a toddler's son in your
sitting
arms
on your lap,
fishing with dynamite.
Dude, shut it down.
It's over.
But Dan sounds like the kind of guy who just wouldn't even.
He doesn't want that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he's got a sick Chicago accent too.
Yeah. Good work, Dan. You're a good man.
Dan is leaving snail trails wherever he goes. All right. But speaking of that,
fucking gross, bro.
Speaking of that,
was Dan here?
Here's Wes's response. Oh, it better be a good one for that kind of a voicemail.
Dan, had to respond to you. I'm actually in your beautiful city of Chicago right now. Just ate some deep dish at Pecods. Don't know how you say it. But that sure is a cute kid you got there. He's lucky to have parents that are frankly still alive. Because I mean, irresponsible, Dan. What if something happened during the surgery and you both end up dying? That's I'm glad it all worked out. But Jesus Christ, man, this is the problem with you organ donors. You're never thinking about yourself enough and the people you love. So next time maybe think about it.
All right. So Wes is concerned Dan didn't think about himself enough.
I liked it.
In that situation.
I heard it before, otherwise I'd be laughing. No, I liked it. That is a good point, though. Could have lost 2 parents, I guess, but
yeah, no, I mean, Wes really brings something strong.
Let's not back Wes's argument up. Let's move.
Points there.
No, let's go back to Dan's side. Yeah.
No, I mean Dan. Dan wins that one. All right. Next one
Can we get Dan
Colin.
and Wes together for a photo?
That's what I was saying. I was saying Wes, he needs to go meet up with Dan because it sounds like Dan could teach him a thing or two, honestly. So, all right, next up, Colin, California.
What up, guys? It's Colin from California. So I had a question for you guys. So I was talking to some of my friends from fucking TikTok in the Snapchat group, and none of them did it, but I don't know why not. I was just thinking if you guys did it back in the day too. But I used to pull my ball out and put it over the top of my pant, like above the waistband, so you can see just the ball. And I photoball my buddies taking pictures with their girlfriends and shit at parties and shit. And then when they were being assholes, I report their pictures on Facebook for nudity. Did you guys ever used to do that, or am I the only one that did that shit? Love you guys. Have a great fucking day.
Gen Z version. The millennial version was I got some bubble gum on my pants.
No, do you guys remember what we used to do?
Fruit basket. The fruit basket, which
and
is where you
want to explain that.
Yeah, about the fruit basket.
The fruit basket. You shove your dick and your balls through your legs, through the backside.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Here's an old school version of that. Colin from California.
It's like the ghost of Chris. What is it? Like the cornucopia? That's why it's called a fruit basket.
It's your butthole, your nuts, and your dickhead.
Looks like a cornucopia full of fruit, like the ghost of Christmas present or whatever.
Yeah, about 20 years ago, right around this time, three of us were at a beach house. Somewhere down there named not a little bit north of Raleigh, North Carolina. We found a disposable camera. Well, everyone had disposable cameras back there. That was the thing. All the girls had disposable cameras, and god damn, it was awkward when they developed those rolls of film. If you know what I mean.
All fruit baskets.
It was fun for everyone. It was fun for us.
The good thing about the fruit basket is like it's not that graphic because none of us have 13-inch penises, so it's just like you know a little bit of penis and testicles, and you know. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun for everyone.
I guess. Yeah, it's one of the funner ways to.
It wouldn't fly today, but it was harmless then.
A male's entire reproductive organ,
especially on a camera that you know is low definition. It's fine.
But Colin, throwing a testicle into somebody's picture to then be able to get it taken down later, that's you're thinking that out. You're thinking that out.
A big one back in the day, in our day, was the you take a formal picture in formal wear and you just pull your testicles out of your slacks. So there's like,
that was the you have gum on your pants. That's bad.
Right. It's like you're like taking a formal picture. There's like 100 people in it, and then the one guy's got his nuts out. That's
kind of what Colin's talking about. But he's saying like at a house party.
It gets old though, Colin.
You don't want to cross Colin. Colin's got some ideas on how to get back at you.
Colin's a party animal.
Speaking of Colin, here he is one more time.
What up, boys? Sorry for calling again. This is Colin from California. But another added on. I'm listening right now. I'm finishing up the episode on my way home from work right now, and you're talking about peeing on your hands to make them tougher. Another game changer that I learned that I've been doing since I was probably like 12 is every time I get in the shower, I piss on my feet to kill the athlete's feet. So, like, I haven't got athlete's feet since I was, like, 14 because, like, I piss on my feet. And it's the go-to move, guys. You know, let me get your thoughts on it. Love you guys and have a great fucking day.
It's preventative maintenance.
I like it.
I
love it. Obviously, I pee on my hands already.
You don't need to pee on your feet to not get athlete's feet. That's what I would say to that.
Doing it now. I had to do my hands, so now I'm just gonna add the feet.
I've never gotten athlete's foot in my life, and I
really,
in my entire life. And
I haven't gotten ever since
I played a lot of sports,
but you didn't play any shower sports.
It was pool. It was pool related, indoor pool related.
Did you play any shower sports where you shower afterwards?
Soccer's not a big shower sport.
No, they don't shower in soccer.
No.
They're car guys. They go straight from the pitch to the car.
Because we didn't have access to the shower because we're like third or fourth in line. We have to leave. We don't even get to like practice in the same facility.
School.
You gotta go in a car to get to practice after high school.
Drive across town.
Oh shit! There's 4 other sports planned. Yeah. So no. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start peeing.
College didn't get athlete's foot.
Yeah, that's good. That's big. Pat, where'd you get it?
I think like the YMCA or the Jewish Community
yeah,
Center
gym.
somewhere. Yeah,
Any
indoor
kind of
pool.
gym. Oh my god.
So how does that happen? One guy gets it, and then it's
It's
just
just so spreadable.
it's like
yeah,
COVID.
It's like
Just
the COVID of
yeah,
feet.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Gross.
Disgusting. All right, next one. We got several more. So let's keep going.
What's up, boys? Joe from Mass. Getting home from work on a nice Friday evening. Very nice. Gonna get a better smoke up, sooner or later. I gotta take a shower, Wes, I could not agree more on Scottie Pippen commenting about Ben Simmons. He needs to get his house in order before he can comment about any other shit. Because his wife is fucking everywhere and fucking everything. You're completely right on that. I hope everything's good, boys. Everything's good. Living life. We'll go smoke this bowl. Good talking. Have a great fucking day.
Damn.
That's Joe from Mass.
Damn. Well, look, man, you guys, everyone's got to leave Scotty alone. He's going through.
Does
a really
anybody
tough time.
disagree with that though? I mean, like, I think everybody agrees.
No,
like,
yeah,
God,
but
he needs to shut the fuck
we don't
up.
need to all pile on just because you know something might be kind of true doesn't mean you need to say it out loud if a guy's going through a hard time.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
Leave Scotty alone.
Lars is ruining his world. But I do think though that Joe, I agree with his points. I also think that Joe, what he's doing, smoking a bowl. Scotty should trade the whiskey for the bowl right now. He needs a little bit more quiet reflection.
I don't know.
Not so much boozing and screaming into a camera.
I agree with the he shouldn't be boozing and screaming to a camera, but I don't know if weed might fuck him up right now. He's not in the right man. He's not in a good place.
Nah, man, you got to get a little bit of get your mind right, change your outlook, and the weed will quiet him down so he's not saying stupid shit about because he's mad at his wife. So
I still stand by my statement. Clooney and Reynolds need to get together, have a little convo. The celebrity booze sellers need to chat with the newest celebrity booze seller on the block.
He's already out of that group. There's no chance that they don't accept him at this point.
But Pat, the reason he's boozing is because he's hurting. So it was just bad timing. Someone pitched him this whiskey.
None of the booze people are going to be with Scotty.
There's nothing you can say to Scotty that's going to get him to not booze. Like, hey, you shouldn't drink your own supply. He's like, what? Do you understand what's going on in my life?
I'm just saying.
Have you seen what I'm dealing with?
Yeah, Clooney's not going to be able to get him to stop drinking whiskey at this point.
Oh no, Scotty doesn't know.
He needs a PR guy, like you said, Pat, and just like don't go on camera for a few months, Scotty.
Don't tell Scotty. Oh, it's so funny. That's his name too.
I love Scotty. I had the Scottie Pippen 1s and 2s growing up.
Shoes. By choice or because the Jordans were?
Well, no, yeah, I didn't. I was never like a huge.
And no one wanted the Scotties. You were happy to have them
because the Jordans were sold out. That's when you get.
No, I like to spend my budget on like polo shirts, like $60 polo shirts.
So you needed the $30 cheaper.
So I would convince my parents to get me nice other clothes because I would get the Pippins for $39.99 instead of the Jordans for $150.
Right.
Then I would get like the Nautica and Tommy Hilfiger and Ralph Lauren polos. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose. I was never a sneaker guy. But I was a Pippen.
No, they're sick now. Now they're awesome. Back then they were cool too. It didn't really matter.
They weren't that cool back then.
You wanted Jordans, dude.
They weren't that cool back then.
You didn't want the Pippins. It's like when somebody got the Fila Grant Hills. You were like, oh, cool.
Oh, those sucked. Yeah.
Those were sick, dude. The Fila Grant Hills were tight.
Sean Kemp's.
Oh, they were so sick.
Yeah, no, they weren't that sick. The only reason you're saying that because he was from Reston. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, if somebody had like the pennies or the Jordans, those
pennies were tight.
Pennies were
Dude, the Griffies were the shit, though. Honestly,
but those are baseball cleats, right?
Yeah, they were cleats.
No, they weren't baseball cleats. They were just sneaks.
Oh,
they had a sneaker version.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Griffs. All right. Let's see what we got next. Here we go.
Hey, this is Jordan from Spokane. And I don't know how many Mormons you guys got listening to your show. I'm probably one of the few. I've heard some weird takes about Mormons, but Pat, he thinks we just eat corn nuts, have pink hair, and have noise-canceling headphones. So I guess I'll take that. It's pretty cool. Thanks for that. But yeah, you guys are great. Have a good day.
It's amazing.
Only a Mormon's gonna call in and thank Pat for making fun of him.
Hey, I calls it like I sees it, Mormons.
Is he saying that's cool?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I'll take it.
Shout out to all our Mormon contingent.
Hell yeah, I'm sure we have at least 100 Mormon listeners. And let me tell you this, Jordan.
Also, Mormons are so
them are
fucking
named
nice.
Jordan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their snacks sucked though growing up.
One of my best friends
drink caffeine, but you're very
one of my best friends growing up was named Joseph, and he was a Mormon, and we had to make snow milkshakes when it snowed because they couldn't use like milk and all the other things. So it's just like
not milk, it's sugar. It was they could do milk.
Yeah,
right?
they didn't. It wasn't very good.
I remember you used to get like
he likes coming over to my house.
Caffeine-free Diet Coke was the soda that you'd have to get for the baseball games. You know, Mormon on the team.
They're so strict. It's ridiculous.
Like
you know what I hated? It was like when I hated feeling like I was doing something wrong, just being me. And as a kid, if I was around a Mormon, like at a sleepover, or like if I was over at a Mormon's house, immediately that parent would lock in on me and be observing all my behavior, all my suggestions, and all my influences.
Well, we've talked about this. You were a maniac when you were younger.
They were like, this kid does not need to be around.
You calmed down when everyone else was ramping up. You were like a Mormon parent's nightmare between the ages of like 8 and 13.
They called me the Faith Slayer.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, but seriously, let us go to your weddings, bro.
Jordan in Spokane is so nice.
I agree. Let us in they're
It's
so
true.
They have beautiful temples. Let us
They're
in.
secretive as hell though.
Yeah, we love architecture, man.
Yeah, we do.
Spokane. I mean, that's like inland Washington. Seems like a real
Spokane's a weird town. Cool
place.
Town. Weird town.
Yeah, but it seems like people are like, real hard gold people.
What's that beautiful Mormon temple on the way to like Delaware is it? You know what I'm talking about? The huge
It's in Maryland. It's the main
that
temple.
Is a nice looking building.
Isn't it all gold too?
Part of it.
Yeah, but they keep spray painting on the overpass when you can see it in Alice in Wonderland quote because it looks like so fake the building, or like they keep quoting like a Disney type thing. Yeah.
It fucks, bro. Yeah, it's not the main. It's the Washington. Building. It's the Washington D.C. temple.
I want to go in there.
It's in Kensington. You never will, Mark. You never will unless you convert.
Not allowed. But Jordan is. Thank you, Jordan, for the call. All right, next one.
Hello, Mark. It's me, Ringo Starr. I enjoyed your story on Hard Factor so much that I gave the Ringo Pecker ring a shot. And boy, did I shoot. I bought the company. We, the Beatles, have always been about opening our mind to new experiences, reaching a whole new level of consciousness. And these reviews were The reviews were helpful. My team will redesign the Ringo as soon as the merger is complete. Anyways, you buggers have a new fan thanks to Dan from Massachusetts. Cheerio and have a great fucking weekend. Sir Ringo Starr. OPS, I'd love it is tank. Or you can send it to Dan in Massachusetts.
You can send it.
He wrote a script and then he fucked up his own script.
That was awesome.
It's Dan just trying to get a tank. I mean, I respect it, Dan.
Great composure there. He almost lost it.
Kind of. He really blew it in the middle, but I left it in all of it so you could hear him struggles through it. I liked it. I liked the whole part.
Well done.
Shout out, Mark. Surrender Dorothy is what was painted.
That's Apologies to my father. Yeah, Surrender Dorothy, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. They painted it and that happened back in like the day, and then they got rid of it, and it happened again recently.
It's on the Wikipedia. I mean, that's how legendary.
Yeah, it's cool.
Surrender Dorothy
Surrender Dorothy is really cool. The graffiti, and it's cool because of the actual palace right there. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
thank you, Pat.
Yeah. Speaking of trippy British shit, that was a message about Ringo Starr. That was actually Ringo Starr. Mark, did you have any words for? Definitely Ringo Starr, not Dan from Massachusetts.
Starstruck, a legend. I've been a fan of Ringo since I was a little lad, wee lad.
Ringo.
Next week's his 80th birthday. Ringo's
Wow.
80th birthday.
Ringo, what a man. All right, here we go. Next one.
Boys, it's Joe from California. What the fuck is going on, man? First off, I'm listening to 624 right now. Wes, I swear to God, I thought the male panda, his actual name was Lee, and you were just saying Riri. That shit would have been funny. But first off, to all you the Hardo Hive, all you motherfuckers listening for free, just give the boys, throw them a fucking bone. Join the Patreon, $5 a month. I do the highest one because I'm a fucking gambling addict and I need those picks. Do I ever actually look at the picks and use them? Maybe no, but they're there. So just fucking do it. And Florida Man Friday, we actually have a full hour straight of that shit, and I need that in my fucking veins. All right, to the topic at hand. Boys, I need to know, what is your huge? All right? Also, after I take my shit on the squatty potty, you know for sure I'm wiping my ass with some. Oh my fucking God. Am I wiping my baby wipes? Here, if I got one, whatever it is, take sandpaper. But once you give me some baby wipes, all uphill from there, baby. And you know, I think let's follow this advice. All right? Here it is.
What? He cut out at all the important parts. Is that planned?
No, I mean, unless he did it on purpose. But
I think it could have been planned.
Dude, Joe from California. I mean, what a genius with that. I mean, I think he wants to ask us about how we wipe our asses. I could tell that.
Okay. Yeah, he asked. Yeah. Okay.
But I want to say to all the Californians, you know, I made some statements about Californians earlier today on Florida Man Friday when we were recording that. But you know, the more I'm thinking about it, I think that maybe it's just the parts of California that I've been to where people weren't as weird as Florida or Vegas.
How long was that episode of Florida Man Friday? Was it an hour and 4 minutes and 55 seconds today?
Over an hour.
Of just excellent Florida man and Florida women
just
stories.
like Joe was talking about, which is why you get on the patreon.com/hard.
It was great. Yeah.
But Cali people, it's all love. I just, you know, I don't know. I've only been to like square areas of California, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, California fucks.
Yeah, I've only been to California once and I had a great time. It was for
if I could afford to live there, I would live there so hard.
Which part though?
All of it. Here's what I would do, bro. I'd keep a house in NorCal, San Francisco, one of the coolest cities in the world. Plus, you got that Northern California Yosemite area. Then I'd keep a house in Southern California where I'd do fun in the sun in Marina Del Rey or Santa Monica, maybe
like,
Venice.
If I don't know about a house. I'd say like a beachfront condo.
I would definitely do Southern California with access to Mexico, like coast.
Yeah, or San Diego actually. Would be ideal.
San Diego would fuck. It's all so expensive though. I mean,
but yeah, I mean, like Tahoe is great, but
so the whole state, pretty much.
No, I don't know. The Bay Area,
the
Bay Area is very pretty, but it's like also like you got to deal with all the people. I don't know. The California in general, a lot of people. What California?
I bet I could flip you on California, Will.
But I live right next to it, and I still am not sold. So here's what Joe from California's question is, though. I think he was saying like, how do you shit and how do you wipe your ass? Are you a wet guy? Because he's talking about baby wipes.
Well, squatty potty.
Squatty potties and baby wipes.
Facing the wrong direction, right? It's facing the other direction.
No, it's like a thing that raises your legs up so that you have an easier angle to drop the deuce into the toilet. And then he's saying like, are you a dry guy? Are you a dry? Are you a wet? Are you a baby wipe guy?
Do you go under or over? Do you go under or over or behind? Do you go behind?
Over.
I don't think I don't get the balls involved. I avoid that.
Wait. Over. No, I'm behind. I don't know.
Behind.
Matt, what do you do? Are you behind or are you
don't want to talk about it? He doesn't want to talk about it.
You
definitely behind.
I don't fucking know. I don't.
This guy Joe wants to know.
Do you guys
are we wipe guy or Pat? Are you dry or are you a wet wipe guy?
Let me ask you a question. That's what I was going to ask you. If it's messy, do you get it wet?
Oh no, it's not even if it's messy every time.
Jesus
Not every
Christ.
time.
Every
No,
time
if
I
it's
get
messy, I get it wet. I don't want to have to flush
every
like
time.
2 or 3 times. If it's messy, you need to get it wet.
Every time.
You need to get that toilet paper wet.
You got to get it wet.
Unless
Pat,
you
you
jump
got
in the
any thoughts?
shower. Unless you're jumping straight in the shower afterwards and just leaving a mess.
Yeah, but that's up to you. I mean, you got to
Yeah. You want to have poop particles all over your bathtub. No, you got to.
You don't want those particles. Pat, you got anything to say about this?
It's from behind, and I'd say 25% wet.
There you go.
There it is, Joe. Didn't get the actual question though. If you want to call back in, you were either masterfully trolling us or you were in a mountain zone or something like that. But thank you, Joe, in California. Pat, I gotta warn you. This guy's just super angry with you. I don't know why, but here he comes. Here he comes.
Hey boys, this is Fatty Kyle down in Charleston, and just listened to Monday's episode. Pat, shut the fuck up about the Tour de France. Nobody gives a shit about cycling over here in the U.S. Just shut the fuck up, you commie bastard. Have a great fucking day.
Whoa.
That's all he is.
That was defending the Tour de France?
No, I don't know what I said. I was talking about how I want to string that goddamn French lady up by her goddamn ankles.
I do remember it. Like, we talked about the Tour de France like 3 times, and one of the times you were like talking about how the Tour de France is awesome.
Oh, dude, because all right, look. I'm not a Tour de France guy.
No time for that shit.
I do want to say what was that Heart of Hive member's name?
He's Fatty Kyle
from Charleston, which is one of your favorite
Charleston,
cities.
I love
which
Charleston.
is funny. That's why I was considering like, oh, maybe he's too angry at Pat.
I've only been to Charleston
he's
because
from your
of you,
stomping
Pat.
ground. Yeah, he's
Man,
from Charleston.
I'll go kick it on down there at Pose. You know, one of the best nights I ever had in my life. That band Susto, right from Charleston. They were trying to. I rolled into Charleston with another band I was on tour with, and they gave us the Charleston treatment. They took us to all the bars. They literally showed up with just
bars,
drugs and booze, and they were like, "Welcome to the show, boys."
Right across
And they
the
have good
highway.
food, too, right?
Charleston's like Tampa to St. Pete, where they've got the one like bridge takes you to the St. Pete, which is what Myrtle Beach or whatever. Like
Bro.
Charleston,
Comedy Grill
beautiful.
and Husk. Shovels
What's it
and
called?
rope.
The Battery? Is it the
With the
expensive
battery?
place?
Go down to the battery,
Well,
bro. You know we love
man.
architecture. That's where
Pat,
some
I just
war
gotta
started.
say, it sounds like
Charleston's so nice.
if you go back there, you cannot bring up France.
Well, look, here's the deal. I'm not a Tour de France guy. Okay, I don't give a shit about it, but it is a relaxing sport, and I will say,
It's not relaxing for the cyclists.
No, to watch though, because watch them just zoom.
Those
past.
guys are not relaxed.
I also think this is like, in American Beauty, when Chris Cooper's character ends up killing, spoiler alert, Kevin Spacey because he's gay.
Kyle likes cycling.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of that going on here.
Okay.
Oh no!
I think we hit a bit of a nerve on Kyle. He wants a bike.
He's about to get so many like tight fitting shirts and like
he wants to wear that, but he's afraid, and that's what Kyle.
He's just
Kyle
sitting in his garage cycling really hard, but if anyone knocks the door, he's
on
throwing the
a
bike to the
Peloton
side
right now. Yeah.
Kyle, you can do it, but
shit.
go over to Daniels Island. You know where that is. It's
Kyle,
real
you
flat
get along
over there.
with Pat, and Pat loves Charleston. We got to get
Love
past this.
Charleston.
Pat also
We gotta
loves bicycling. Pat, are you gonna
Love
bicycle
cycling.
down? Are you gonna?
I'm bringing my bike to the beach on the train tomorrow.
Oh, that's aggressive.
Well,
You could just rent
Yeah,
one.
everybody else on the train's gonna hate
Yeah,
you.
that's aggressive. Hopefully, Kyle's not on that train.
Kyle, you can call me anytime for cycling tips, bud.
All right. Next one, Kyle. Good Pat call. Let's settle the beef, guys. All love in Charleston.
Mhm.
All right, next one.
What's up, fellas? It's your favorite beer crat, not Wes's. Sorry you can't understand me, Wes. I apologize. I was one who called about the Juneteenth, all that stuff. Clear some mud. Beer crats, we come in all shapes, sizes, and forms. I work for Fish and Wildlife, so I just handle fish and salamanders. Man, I just raise them things down in the desert. It's pretty cool. When it comes to Fish and Wildlife, no, you don't want to be in D.C. That's a swamp. But, fellas, I got a question for you. Any animal you want to be except a human, what would you be? Since we're continuing the theme of Fish and Wildlife. You guys will have good answers. And Pat, you can't say beaver. Take it easy, fellas. Have a great fucking day.
Okay, can I go last then?
Yeah, you can go last.
Sure.
You can go last.
He took my animal off the board.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Well, I did warn you. You're not allowed to say beaver before the show. I just want to put that.
I don't pay when you did that in the text chain. I don't pay attention to that.
I did.
So I'm not a very aggressive guy, but I don't want to get eaten. So I would say an apex predator, which we talked about recently, narrowing the field. I don't know. 4th of July is coming up. Maybe a bald eagle. You get to fly. You get to see the views, and you're an apex fucking predator. So you don't have to worry about anything. Oh, no one can shoot you, or they're going to jail. So like, humans can't even fuck with you. I would be a bald eagle.
It's a great point. And for all those exact same points, I'm going with killer whale, the orca. In fact,
cool.
also going there because of all the whale hate that's been on the show recently.
Fair.
And I'd like to say that I love whales so much it would be the animal I would be if I was not a human.
So Will's got the ocean, and I've got the sky. What you got, Pat?
Well, I'm mad that Will took the ocean because, and Mark, I get why you'd say the sky, but being a bird probably, like the flying part of being a bird is dope. The rest of being a bird sucks probably. So like if you're in the ocean,
a huge bird though.
Well, if you're in the ocean, you're essentially flying, but you're not a bird.
True. No, I love the ocean. That's a great pick. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go honestly. I would say tiger, but they're endangered and they're hunted. So
hot or cold.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Labrador Retriever, man. Because
Dan's best friend.
That's a good pick.
I like
really good life. Good boy pets. Yeah,
I like that.
You know, not a lot of expectation. You don't have to work hard.
You chill all day.
You can fart freely.
That's a good choice. When I was doing the like the Google Trends, which we do a lot of times for a cup of coffee, formerly Daily Buzz, there you can do like different years best searches. That's where I got Despacito, and one of them was similar year, like 2017, 2018. They have different categories. They're like the number one searched animal, golden retriever.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah. Why wouldn't be that? Because because they're
whatever. Same thing.
They're the softer version of lab.
Yellow lab and golden retrievers. Very similar.
What I would say to this as well is none of us picked his. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, Wes, still hope for Wes.
He was my backup. Tiz was my backup. I wanted the orca number one. So.
Hey, Mark, did you know that Ringo Starr succeeded Pete Beast in the Beatles? Did you know that Pete Beast was the original drummer?
Beast, interesting.
I did see that name when I was doing that story, and I obviously know the 4 Beatles names, but pronunciations can't do it.
Ringo Starr. All right, next one.
No, I didn't.
What's up, boys? It's your boy Chuck Beefy. I just watched on Instagram. Shout out, follow Hard Factor on Instagram. They're your boys. I just watched. You put up a clip about the Delta variant, and I'll be honest, I agree. Not putting a mask back on. Fuck that noise. But for the biggest thing was that I mostly listen to you guys, so I saw Mark's beard, and it looks incredible. Keep growing it out, Mark. You look incredible. You're incredible. I'm literally just sitting here on a Tuesday afternoon, tuned up with a girlfriend. It's incredible. We're fucking had a day. But I guess my question is, all right, what happens if the U.S., Will, you were freaking out. Like, what happens if the U.S. does put another lockdown in? What are you doing? Are you literally just going for a walk that you normally wouldn't go for just to be out? Like, what are you doing? What are the reactions? I know Pat's going to be a good little boy and sit at home and do what he's told, but what are the boys doing? Love you. Have a great fucking day.
Damn.
He's getting tuned up.
I trimmed the beard. Up? Yeah, they're having the time.
He's fucked. He was fucked up. You could tell he was jumping from topic to topic. He's like the beard and the thing. And
I wanted to slim up my face, but I'll get the beard back. Thank you,
Chuck the Beefy. Good call. But yeah, all right. I do have something. I have something to say about this. The menthol cigarette protest was easier because when they threatened to ban menthols,
you just buy menthols. Yeah,
I just went to the store.
Yeah,
you guys, guess how many cigarettes I've had in the last 6 months?
Not many, like 10,
20. 20 menthol cigs
Yeah.
in the same weekend.
Yeah.
That was my protest to them, threatening to ban menthol
Good.
cigarettes.
Pat,
But
you about to quit, Pat? You quit? Did you quit?
Yeah, after this week.
yeah, exactly. He's on the path.
Good.
He's there. But what I'm saying for this one, I think I would just like no, I don't have anything good. If they were to put us in a lockdown again, I would
Let's
probably
not even
you're right.
talk about it. Like,
Maskless walks. I would do maskless walks,
Yeah.
and then also I'd probably just buy guns because that seems to upset the government. So like,
let's hope it doesn't happen, right?
Yeah.
I
I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, I'll soothe myself by buying more firearms and then walking around with no mask on.
There you go.
That's it. That's what I would do.
I really hope that we don't get to that point.
What are you guys going to do if there's another one?
I mean, go out back in my pool like I usually do.
Yeah,
I would definitely do maskless walks, but I would weigh like the seriousness in my mind of the disease and getting other people sick and do all the overthinking and stuff. And then, if I felt like I was going to potentially get someone else sick, I would wear a mask around them, that whole spiel. That's why I got the vaccine and stuff. Yeah. It just depends on the scenario, and I hope we don't get there,
No, it's not. Pat, would you stay at home like a good boy as Chuck the Beefy?
I don't want to think about it.
Right. It's tough. It's tough to think about. Yeah.
Let's not think about it. All right. Next one then.
Hey, y'all. It's Brandon from Missouri. So, actually, fun fact, I am a supervisor at a Holiday Inn, and the only reason we actually have to say, thank you for being a Platinum Spire or whatever elite member you are is it's part of our score, and if our scores drop too much, then your boy would be out of a job. So, yeah. Anyways, y'all keep doing what you got to do, and love listening to you. Have a great fucking 4th of July.
Hell yeah. Hell
Brandon.
yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I would like to say, touche, but Eric at the Holiday Inn Express, professional. He got in and he told me and my wife that he'd just gotten to work, which is why he was super frazzled. And then he was like, thank you for being a platinum member. And then he got frazzled again. And he was like, I'm so sorry. And we're like, Eric, you got this. And then Eric
Great excuse to leave a good impression on somebody. Yeah.
Eric then continued to do well. And then while he was like, I need 2 minutes to check you guys in because the computer's warming up. And we were right in at 2:58 for a 3 p.m. check-in. So we're like, no problem, Eric. We're about to chill on the couch. A guy with heroin track marks walked in, and he had maybe 300 heroin track marks on 2 calves. And we're like, what's going on? And Eric had to deal with him, and he asked if he could take a pen. Like the way we talked about the office supplies earlier. He asked if he could just take one of the pens and take it. I don't know if that was for drugs or whatever. And Eric goes, no, you may not. And so then he left. And then Eric goes, I'm going to go check on him. And he just went out and intimidated the guy out of the parking lot. And then he's like, I'm ready to check you in.
Wow.
So Eric at the Holiday Inn Express in Austin, Texas.
Big balls on Eric.
Oh, he was ready to smash that guy. Yeah. That wasn't in the handbook. What he did to the homeless guy that was like on drugs. He was like, and then he came back in. He goes, your cars are safe here. I promise. It was awesome.
That is a good hotel manager. Yeah, that's
for sure.
That guy's running
stars.
Yeah. Thank you for staying at Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Last one. Last voicemail of the week, fellas.
What's up, boys? It's Evan from Seattle. Long time listener, first time caller. Sitting in traffic, as always. Traffic is fucking terrible here. I got a hypothetical for you. Would you rather have a personal driver or a personal chef? Couple of clarifications. The driver is driving your car. He's not going to buy your gas, but he will take it in for oil changes and pick you up anytime. The chef will not buy your groceries, but he will do the dishes, and he might make mixed drinks for you. Let me know what you think. Have a great fucking day, boys.
Wow. I mean, a great question. I got to say, this is like a good would you rather. It really makes you think. Really makes you think. What do you guys got? I got my answer written out. So
oh, man. See, the driver aspect of it is so interesting because think about, especially for, if you live in like a major metropolitan area where essentially like the best option for you is public transportation. It's usually the fastest, like in New York City, right? But it's a pain in the ass and you're underground, meaning that you lose cell phone service, you can't get a lot done. You would leave earlier and just hang out in the back of your car and work, and you'd be relaxed. It'd be a lot less stressful. I'd be sick. Also, like, what do you spend on Ubers? A lot. You don't have to like worry about that. It would also be so baller if you were like on a date and you were like, yeah, my driver's going to take us. They'll idle. No more parking issues. Never. But then a chef, man, how often you like, I want to
also my chef. That's a flex too. Like if you're talk about a flex. You go home and there's somebody in your house preparing the food
that you asked to be there. Yeah,
that's a flex too. That's maybe even more of one than a driver, honestly. But
It's such an easy answer.
Okay, Mark, what do you like?
I've been telling you guys for years. It's a driver. It's the number one thing outside of maybe a nice pool. The first thing I'm spending on money is a driver. I've been saying it for my entire adult life. It's so fucking easy. If you have the funds, you spend 60 grand a year on a 24/7 driver that you've done a background check on. He's not a drunk. He's not a drug addict. He'd get you there sober, 20 on call, maybe 80 grand, whatever it costs. Doesn't matter.
60 grand. He's going to have a couple
100 grand. He's probably, 100 grand. Doesn't matter. He just needs to drive me 24/7 and whoever I'm with, wherever I need to be at all times. What you're missing, that's just the most convenient thing in the world. What you're missing on Chef is you've got to fucking incorporate them in your family. You've got to let them sleep in your house or have an outhouse for them. You got to take them on trips. They become like a fucking family member. It's so goddamn annoying. You have to be nice to them in your house. Oh no, you don't have to say a fucking word to the driver. You sit in the back seat. You're nice to the driver. No, the driver is not living at your house. He's not a family member. The chef has to be part of the fucking family, and it's just it's ridiculous. I've seen so many reality shows where it's such an uncomfortable relationship because the goddamn chef thinks they're like a fucking family member. It's like, no, you're not.
You wouldn't let the chef use the bathroom in your house?
I would let the chef not be in my house because I wouldn't have a personal chef ever. And I would absolutely get a personal driver the second I had the funds.
Okay. Will, what are you doing?
Oh, I hate to say it, I'm going driver for sure.
The easiest question I've ever. I've thought about it.
Yeah, like I did think about it for a little while, and then I realized like it's obvious.
It's obvious. There's no reason to have a chef over a driver.
It's a driver.
I'm going chef, and here's why.
Okay.
If Uber and Lyft didn't exist, I would probably go driver. But I love to entertain, and
I mean that's great. If you have a lot of parties,
every Friday or Saturday night, it would be sick to have the hub house where you're like, yeah, roll through. My chef's going to whip up some apps and then maybe some cocktails.
And then they're going to have to party with us because they're part of the fucking household.
Bro, I think you're seriously underestimating, and it's offensive, honestly, to professional chefs out there.
No, Pat, I mean, the driver.
A live-in chef is the worst thing you can do.
I don't be a live-in chef. Where'd you get this live-in?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah,
they're all live-in. A personal
chef. I don't
chef
think it has to
fucking
be
lives in your
live-in.
house.
I don't think it has to be, he would help you entertain, and I agree that like if you have a lot of parties, the chef is probably the move. But you can do
should the chef go or should the chef have drinks with us? The driver doesn't. You don't have to worry about the driver's not allowed to have drinks with you. It's like go out and wait in the driver.
Also, the driver just drives you to a restaurant. So it's
like I like having homies around, man.
Okay,
like,
but
so
your
paying
driver
for the homie,
can drive you to the
you're paying
homies.
for a chef homie that you have to, it's pathetic.
The driver.
This is a hypothetical situation. It's not pathetic.
Easy choice.
Pathetic.
Oh, I gotta hire. I'm going through. I don't even care how good a chef they are. I just want them to be my friend.
You got to get an outhouse for them too. All right, let's wrap the show up. We're about an hour 35 here, and I have had no cocktails.
Oh shit! No cocktails for Pat. Let's get it going. For tier cocktails, Pat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We'll take a second.
Vacation starts. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for listening. That was an extra long show because we're gonna be off this week.
One thing to support the show: follow and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Leave a 5-star review wherever you can. Also,
tell your friends this holiday week when you're at the 4th of July party. Tell your friends what show you like to listen to.
Yeah, at Hard Factor News on Instagram,
tell your chefs,
Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, and of course Patreon.com/Hard Factor for all the bonus content you could desire. Now, Pat, please take.
I got mad respect for all the chefs out there. Don't listen to these guys. Yeah, just have an awesome 4th of July weekend, man.
Hell yeah.
We got a best of week coming. There's gonna be some cool interviews. I'm cutting together the best of show right now, which is like clip down.
It's gonna be funny, right?
It's awesome. It's great. And it'll span all 3.25 years of our show thus far. It's really cool.
And so many different lengths.
Yeah, it's a fun vibe. Yeah, guys. So with that, enjoy, please, my favorite holiday safely, soundly, and while celebrating this wonderful country, or if you're Canadian, celebrating Canada Day. And most
go fuck
importantly-
yourself, Canada. No, just kidding. Sorry.
And on that note, have a great fucking holiday week and weekend.
Woo!